Name's Barr, by the way, Red Bar. All my permits are current.
So Joe Rogan decides to move to Austin. Tim Dillon kind of thought about that. He goes, man, Rogan loves me if I just keep pretending I'm his friend. I mean, you're set for life. It's like winning the lottery now. Becoming friends with Rogan and being on his show regularly is a lottery ticket to people. It's to the point where if you're smart, you wouldn't screw that up, right? Like, it's to the point where he has this much money and he could do this much for my career. I'd have to be stupid to not do whatever I can to pretend I'm his friend, right? So that's what Tim Dillon's done. But Tim Dillon, what's great about him is that he can't help himself. See, this is why there's that. Tim Dillon could be a real comic if he wasn't obsessed with all this clout and this horseshit, because a real comic, they have to tell the truth. That's what's missing from comedy these days. You know, you should tell your truth against your own success. You know what I mean? It should always be like that. And Tim Dillon, he can't help himself. So he'll try to wrap these things in jokes. He'll try to pretend, oh, I'm kidding. And he'll talk shit about people just like I do, and then pretend, and he tries to like confuse his victims by going, dude, it's comedy. It's comedy. And then they want to like not look like they don't know comedy. So they're like, oh, yes, Tim, of course. It was all comedy the whole time. So he could get away with talking shit about a lot of people because they're afraid to even bring it up because they don't even know what comedy is. You know, they don't know if he's doing comedy or not. So Tim Dillon is going to talk about Austin right now. He is not having a good time. This is not, I mean, this is a guy, he needs to be on like Miami Beach, you know, at the Versace Hotel. Austin is not for Tim. Wait till you hear what he says. Quite different from what Tony's saying. And these came out the same days. We're going to go to the beginning. Oh, there's some overnight stay related talk right at the beginning.
He pretty much just talks about that he's in a hotel.
Oh, okay. Let's just hear him say the word hotel. He every time he says the word hotel, don't drink because you'll die. That's how to play the drinking game. You got to say every time he says, don't drink.
To get people out of this hotel. And it's
hotel.
Like, you know,
he said at hotel. He's at another overnight stay.
9:10.
That's how lazy he is. He needs to be in a hotel every day. No gigs, but he just likes to be waited on by the hotel staff. And you never know what could happen when the busboy comes in and maybe you can get your towel on time. Gay people do that stuff. Gay people do that. They pretend, oh, my towel fell when the bellman came to the door. I don't know. He's in my room and the towel's loose. Gay people do this. Gay people should all be charged with rape and sexual assault because of what they did in high school. Most gay people did not come clean in high school, and they took showers with the guys in high school, and they stared at them down. I mean, we've all been eye-raped by some fucking fag. And that man was not brought to justice. I would have loved to take a shower with the gals or drill a peephole and watch them shower all day and night. That was illegal. But the gays, they snuck in. They pretended they were straight, which is fraud. They watched us shower. And I would like to go back and sue every guy who came out as gay after high school for rape. Tim Dillon has done many of those schemes, probably. Which is never nice to do to a gay to accuse them of that. Let's go to 9:10, and we're going to hear about Austin. It is not going well.
Work fat. What a great name for my new autobiography. Work fat. It's nice being out of Austin, Texas, which we all know we have to pretend is the epicenter of the world.
We have to pretend is the epicenter of the world. See this? Tim Dillon, he can't help himself. He's getting sick watching people go, oh, yes, Mr. Rogan, we love it here. Thank you for moving us here and relocating us. The Comedian Relocation Project, sponsored by Joe Rogan and his arrows. What could go wrong? So Tim Dillon finally lets us.
Oh, can we all stop pretending that Austin is this epicenter of utopia?
Which we all know we have to pretend is the epicenter of the world. Listen, it's a
By
tax
the way,
scam.
I love this mini storyline of Austin that we've latched onto because it really is like panning out like a show. Every week we show you like, hey, look,
Austin.
First it was the mosquitoes, then it was the storm. I mean, like every week, Austin, and they, like one week, oh yeah, I'm moving to Austin. The next week, I don't know if I made the right choice. The next week, Austin is hell. You know, it really is funny. All right, so I don't know who this is.
It's Ray Kump, clearly.
Oh, Ray Kump. This is a huge fat guy with him.
People seem to like him.
It's like an episode of Nobody Likes Onions with the split screen and a fat guy like this. Only on Nobody Likes Onions will you see someone in a split screen taking up this much of the frame. So let's see what he says about Austin. You're going to really get a kick out of this. Tim Dillon, everybody.
Epicenter of the world. Listen, it's a tax scam, which I'm glad to be a part of. But every time I say something nice about it, I feel like a guy talking about the beaches on the Cayman Islands. You know, like the water.
Truth. Honesty,
have you
truth.
had the food? And the guy's like, "Who gives a shit?" You know, no, you got to understand. It's crystal clear. The water is crystal clear.
That's a good point. Do you think?
Alec Jones said the same shit in five. Oh, shit.
Love that song.
Do you know Kanye has a song called Alien? It's actually, I'm surprised it's not like a full meme yet. Because it's actually so cute. It's a scratch track where he's just like, you know,
freestyling.
like rough drafts trying to spit up. But people don't necessarily all know that. And they just think he sucks really bad. Take a second. We won't play it here, but listen to Alien, Kanye West version.
The Kid Cudi version.
The Kid Cudi version. Because Kanye has a lot of insane lines in there because he's just freestyling, but he's so stupid. So he's like, I don't believe in time. I just believe in science. And it's like,
No,
but you
don't.
don't believe in science.
But it's the best song I listen to like every single
Like
day.
there's a
wishing it
lot
was
of
a real
really
song.
crazy songs. Okay, anyway, I don't know why I said that about Alex Jones. Alien? Yeah. Here we go. Austin, Texas, everybody.
Crystal clear. The water is crystal clear.
That's a good point. Do you think that the Caymans developed a
They're
decent
like
culinary?
fire and ice.
These guys? Oh, yeah, Fire and Ice is like Scorpion versus Sub-Zero here. Mortal Kombat reference because we just got the GameCube. But yeah, look at that. Fight!
Anyways.
You know, this is like when you pick your character and you're ready to go right before Mortal Kombat. But both of their tricks are just stealing money from people they love.
Culture
I'm
because of
sure it's
Here it
fine,
comes.
but I'm sure that it's not the reason people are going. You know, like I'm sure
no,
it's
but if
not
you're gonna be there anyway, you get a nice little
Yeah,
bistro.
well, they got to service people. Yeah, when Jeffrey Epstein shows up
Of
to check
course.
in on you, you want to
Wouldn't be the Tim Dillon show without the mention of Epstein every fucking minute. He knows that hooks you guys right in.
get him an Eggs Benedict. You want to get him a Benny.
There we go.
He doesn't want to eat McDonald's.
You don't want to.
He works hard.
You don't want Ghislaine Maxwell eating Arby's.
There you go. Another drink.
She's got to eat a Benny. You know, I mean, I get it. And listen,
When in doubt, mention Epstein's Island or this Justine Maxwell. Every time Tim Dillon's like reaching for something, he's like, Justine Maxwell probably did that too. And they're like, oh, thank God, he is hilarious. Oh, he's back.
We're on his side this time, though.
Oh, we're on his side, of course. Tim, we're on your side this time.
I like Austin to a degree,
Sure.
but it's also a dump, and everything about it is disappointing. The people, the audiences are bad.
Whoa, that's two biggies. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Those are them. The audiences are bad. That's huge for comedy. You know where the audiences weren't bad? The Los Angeles Comedy Store on the world famous Sunset Strip.
And it's another one of our predictions.
Yeah, that the audiences were going to be bad because, again, you can't just make a city into comedy fans. Yeah, they're going to be excited for 2 or 3 minutes to come see what the hubbub's about. But then when they see it with Tony and Brian Redband, they're never coming back. They're not going to sit in an empty room with no laughs Listening to a guy go, So hobbies? No? Get the fuck out of here then. That's not a comedy show to most regular people. They see Tony, they see Red Band, they go, this is bad. You know, these people are people. Imagine if you went to a restaurant that was as poorly produced as Red Band and Tony. I mean, the level of production alone doesn't matter what they're saying. You know what I mean? The level of production matches that of a going to dinner at a gas station bathroom. It's that level. So when normal people come out to Austin, they go, oh my God, this is great. We're a comedy mecca now, forced upon us. You know, everything. So what is Austin now? Every other shop is brisket, comedy. Brisket, comedy. People are going to get sick of that. Now, and again, they're saying Brian Redband and his secret shows with David Lucas. These are not professional enough shows to keep these audiences skipping work, calling in sick. You know, remember, this isn't a tourist city, so these people got to go to work on Thursday. Boss, I'm calling in sick. Oh, yeah? Sounds like you were at the Tim Dillon show. You got me up all night. So let's hear this. Listen to this. Audiences are bad. The town is disappointing.
Yep.
Disappointing. I mean, I just moved. It would break my heart to have to say that about where I moved to. Imagine that. You move somewhere. It's disappointing. It's not what you wanted. That's heartbreaking after month 2.
I like Austin to a degree, but it's also a dump, and everything about it is disappointing. The people, the audiences are bad from the ones that I've encountered. And the city is like 5 or 7 blocks of like just disgusting bars and like people busking with guitars.
Yes.
It's like some heroin addict.
That's how I imagined the city. I've never even seen footage.
I just remembered these comments somebody left in the BBG.
Oh, yeah? Months ago, huh?
No, just this week.
Oh, this week,
This
okay.
person claims to know all this stuff about Kill Tony. I don't know how reliable.
Oh, okay.
their
We'll look
word
at that in a
is.
second.
But that's probably where you got that Death Squad thing from.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll look over that too.
Playing Sweet Caroline, it's horrible.
Well, from what you
horrible.
described to me, it sounds like Williamsburg, Brooklyn, with the addition of country line dancing.
That's exactly what it is. It's Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Boo,
Where
right?
all and it just smells like a roasting pig.
Right.
Like the mesquite trees make the entire thing smell like a pulled pork sandwich. Like you
You know,
can't.
that's a great point. Like, Tim's making a point about Rogan right now. He doesn't even know it. Tim goes, and the whole place smells like a roasting pig. You can't walk anywhere without the mesquite smell. And you're going, oh, he's talking about barbecue restaurants. But he's complaining about barbecue restaurants because Austin has gone too far. There are too many barbecue restaurants. The citizens, even the new transplants, are sick of the barbecue. How does that work? Listen to this again. This is a metaphor for what's going to happen with the comedy.
Addition of country line dancing.
That's exactly what it is. It's Williamsburg, Brooklyn, where all and it just smells like a roasting pig.
Right.
Like the mesquite trees make the entire thing smell like a pulled pork sandwich. Like you can't get out of it. There's no getting away from it.
Is barbecue? Let me ask you this, because I enjoy barbecue. I'm sure I've never had barbecue that good. You know, the decent places around here are still crap, probably. But that being said, is it the kind of food that you can eat all the time and it's still
No. No.
Wow. No. He means it. When Tim says no 3 times, a house goes down. All right? This is such a great metaphor. Barbecue rules, right? Especially the best barbecue. Franklin's, good brisket. In Chicago, we have a place called Smoke Barbecue. Okay? It's the top-rated barbecue spot in Chicago. It used to be. I mean, maybe it still is. Fantastic. It was my favorite food. And I was lucky enough to live right down the street. 15 minutes away, I would have Smoke Barbecue at my door. This was a place when it opened, it would have a line that was like 2 hours long. You wanted to go to Smoke Barbecue. Guess what? It closes at 4. It was one of those asshole places. Yeah, we close at fucking 4. You go to Smoke Barbecue, the line 2 hours down the street. You waited. Eventually, they started doing delivery. I was getting it all the time. It was the best. But guess what happened? I got barbecue burnt. Yep, it could. Anyone else been barbecue burnt? It was the weirdest thing. I mean, I was addicted to this stuff. I would go to Smoke Barbecue. I would get, this is what my order would be. No joke. A half slab of St. Louis ribs. 1 pound of sliced brisket. A quarter pound of pulled pork. A macaroni and cheese side. A cornbread. Peach cobbler. And yes, the fries with barbecue sauce. And I would eat until stuffed. I would eat until sick. And then all of a sudden, I went to Smoke. I remember I used to take everybody. There was such a good restaurant. When someone would come to Chicago, I took you to Smoke Barbecue. And everyone loved it. And I remember I went there one day, and I started eating the brisket, and I couldn't even get a quarter of the way through. It was like as soon as I took a bite, I got full and turned off by the food as if I had just eaten a Thanksgiving Day dinner and somebody's offering me more turkey. I couldn't do it. And I thought maybe it was just that day. And then the next time I went to Smoke, the same thing happened. The brisket beans even were too filling for me. But I was hungry. I wasn't stuffed. I had room.
I feel like it only takes like 3 times of barbecue for me to have to go off of it for like 6 months.
It happened time and time again. And it was like the barbecue flavor was so intense and so good that it popped me. It's like if you do MDMA too much, it blows out your serotonin load and you can't reach the dragon again. It was just like that. And even till this day, I can't enjoy barbecue like I used to eat it, and it was like heavenly, orgasmic. And now I eat it. I still, every time, get about halfway through and I get like full and like disgusted by it. And you know where I noticed the second time this happened? Smoking meats. I bought that really expensive smoker, remember? And I started smoking meats. I'd start the day, I'd like go out and make a pulled pork. I'd start smoking it, and I'd be sitting there over the smoke all day. And by the time we got to eat it, 18 hours later, I wasn't hungry. But I hadn't eaten all day. And all I've been doing is wanting to eat this pulled pork. So what's going on? I realized smelling the smoke all day was enough to tire out my senses. By the time I got to the pulled pork, I had smelled and inhaled so much of the smoke from the barbecue that I was already barbecued out, sense-wise. I didn't even know it was possible. I looked it up. Other barbecuers have gone through this similar fatigue. Now, Austin, every other block, they got the idea to open up a barbecue restaurant. The whole place smells like a pig, right? Roasted. They're getting sick of the barbecue. Will they be sick of the comedy as well? That's like a touching Larry King style rant.
I mean, they're definitely going to be sick of Terry Blacks in like 1 week, and they have no idea.
Now, this is all true. Let's hear some more.
The food that you can eat all the time and still
No. But it's like anything else. People get used to it.
Right.
I mean, people just get used to the idea of eating pounds of meat, coleslaw.
Look at this. Your umami scepters were stuffed. I really think that's a thing. That's an untalked about thing. I'm surprised the chefs, like Molly Baz, aren't on top of this.
Potato salad, macaroni and cheese, baked beans, a quart of sweet tea or more.
That ruins it for me.
Are they gonna talk about more? That's it. Now let's cut to Whitney C. Cummings. You heard from Tim Dillon. You know who else can't keep her trap shut? Whitney C. Cummings. The Queen of Mean. Whitney talks Texas. She's another one who's sick of this fucking Texas. Because you know what? She just built a beautiful $20 million home in L.A. L.A. is her home. L.A. is her 2 broke girls. L.A. is her TV career. Now you want to move? L.A. ain't cool. She resents them for it. Listen to this.
Dick medicine. Licensed medical.
We're going to go to 6:15. Is that true?
Yep.
I can't see squat. 6:15. Listen to Whitney. Now, Whitney's really going to lay it in. Now, don't be distracted. She's getting her hair dyed on the show, which is kind of a cool. I used to get my haircut done on the show because I was so busy. I used to get my haircut done. She's getting her hair dyed on the show. And this, by the way, a little fun fact, that's Gila Klein's hairstylist as well. They share the same
guy.
dress. Your Jules goes to her as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear some more.
And there's no tongue.
Here we go.
There was no tongue, but
Whitney
there was some
Cummings.
other inappropriate shit that went down. And then, oh God, San Antonio was so funny.
He was
First
just
of
there.
all, Grace and I were walking around San Antonio, which I strongly believe is kind of the new Austin.
Oh, okay.
Austin got a little corporate. I mean, because everyone's moving there.
Whoa.
We literally got there, got in the car with this.
And I love how whenever somebody talks about Austin, they start out pretty, innocent. Oh, Austin's just getting a little bit corporate. And then then they see their friend is like, oh, yeah, no, more Austin, please. And they start going, no, actually, it really sucks. They really start digging in. It's almost as if everybody wants to lay into this fucking bullshit Austin move. So watch this. She starts out pretty nice, right? Once she sees, oh, yeah, it feels good to finally say what I want to say about Austin. Watch this.
Texas, like Longhorn. What do you call him? Was that a good
A
name?
longhorn. Yeah, longhorn.
Sorry. Well, I mean, not he was whatever.
Oh, he wasn't a steer. Okay,
You guys, it wasn't a bull.
Thank you
with
for clearing
horns.
that
It was
up.
a human man.
Out the window.
And so
These are the same women that got Jeff Leach disbarred from gaming earlier today.
get in the car, and he's like, oh, y'all live in LA, and he's
Listen.
starting putting together, who I was, and he goes, can you please tell your friends to stop fucking moving here? I mean,
Ooh. So she gets in a car with a local, she's saying. She went to Austin to do shows, got in a car with a local, and he goes, can you please tell your friends to stop fucking moving here? And I'm not asking. And he's got an all-white suit. Yeah. I wasn't asking. Thank you. Because they play like that, huh? Like a villain. Let's hear this again.
putting together, who I was, and he goes, can you please tell your friends to stop fucking moving here? I mean, they are pissed. The locals are pissed about this whole influx from California. And I was also just in Raleigh. I was just in Raleigh, North Carolina.
And then her assistant goes, I would be too, like we discussed. Really? Sounds like a bunch of haterade, but it actually isn't. This is crystal clear Canadian club at its finest, all right? Seems like haterade, but it's actually Powerade, which is good.
California, and I was also just in Raleigh. I was just in Raleigh, North Carolina. They're getting a ton of them too. And I was talking to a bunch of people, and I was like, "This place is beautiful. Like, I love this neighborhood." They're like, "Do not move here.
Don't tell anyone,
please." Literally. And yeah, we kind of had our hearts broken when we saw Nike Town on South Congress.
Was that in San Antonio?
Get ready for Rogan Town. It's even worse. All right, shoes that fit no one.
Well, now.
Name's Bar, by the way, a red bar. All my permits are current.
So we've heard all that. Do you want to hear about Rogan's plans for his new
Rogan's
comedy
got
mecca?
some plans.
Featuring Santino,
Rogan's
so we
got
can see his
some
face right before the
plans.
big accusations.
What will Joe Rogan build? I already did a parody of that one.
Yeah, and it was
I do a lot of
something about Joe Rogan also.
Yeah. Oh, it was Tom Green and Joe Rogan. That's a big hit on